Welcome. This is Donald Adams, affectionately known as Doc Stars for the online group Sound of Stars Frequencies. Super exciting video and more videos to follow this one. We are about to embark on a remarkable experiment involving the Shakti Shiva neural device. We're going to be doing something with that device that, to my knowledge, has not been done with it before. For those that are interested in this technology, you've probably heard of Michael Persinger's God helmet, which is basically the device that you put on your head and you have all kinds of trippy experiences with it. Some people claim to have heard the voice of God or had, alien encounters. They have visual and auditory hallucinations. Same kind of profound experiences that you might get in a sensory deprivation style tank. What's super cool and interesting about this in particular, though, is that since 2008, our members online with the Sound of Stars frequencies know that we have actually experienced the same kinds of effects visually, on an auditory basis, a kinesthetic basis, and some of our members claim, experiences that border on the supra or paranormal, using only our auditory frequencies. Now, what's interesting, really interesting about the God helmet and the Shakti Shiva neural system is that what they're doing is, or what they're facilitating a user to do, is take a signal, send it into the device that goes on the skull, and the signal is converted into a varying magnetic field, weak varying magnetic field. But my understanding to date, and if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section, but I've been reading pretty extensively and following this for a long time, is that most of the signals that get put in to the God helmet version of the Shakti Shiva neural device are very simplistic. So they're simple tones, and what's kind of kooky about our frequencies that we've been designing and using since 2008, they're very different from what would normally be put into the God helmet. And because we're already getting like pretty profound experiences comparable and equivalent to this hardware device, the God helmet, my thought is, what happens if you blend the two? So imagine, here you have these really profound frequencies. And by the way, to my knowledge, and I've looked extensively, there isn't anything else on the planet. It doesn't matter if it's binaural beats, isochronic tones, and a lot of other similar sort of novel items in the market. Nothing comes close to the full immersion experience that we, the Sound of Stars frequencies, have experienced. And you can read, of course, about all of these really profound, intense, hypnagogic style experiences on our website, because we encourage members to archive and document what they experience. But imagine taking these frequencies that are already inducing this kind of experience and state and pumping it into the God helmet. So I'm kind of excited about this. I've never yet once been able to try, just due to circumstance, full sensory deprivation tank style experience. I always wanted to, and have experimented a little bit with Ganzfeld goggles. Some great effects from that. But if you're someone that likes to experiment with things like mind machines, or the term psychonaut appeals to you, if you want to expand your consciousness, or just kind of like explore like the cutting edge of brain sciences, I think you're going to find this video and the following videos to be really exciting. So first off, I wanted to say thanks to our members for essentially purchasing this device. We got the top end, the Shakti Shiva neural system, which is essentially the equivalent of the God helmet. Usually comes as an 8-coil gadget, but we got one better than that. We got the 16-coil version. This is what I understand. The total came to $700. I shelled out $200 of that, and members contributed $500. So thank you very much for believing in my research and my development work. And as I promised, this is the first video of a series of videos to follow. And what I'm going to do is I have to spend some time up front, because there's a fair amount of protocol that I need to get up to speed with. I need to study the safety requirements for the use of the hardware device, the Shakti, and also there is an interface issue, usually because the Shakti accepts very simplistic tones. Our frequencies, as most users know, are fairly sophisticated. And so, and as our users know, when I design a Sound of Stars frequency, the frequency itself is meant to literally be a holographic representation of a state. And that state can be an emotional, specific emotional state. It may be a representation of a substance or an emulation of a substance. It could also be a kind of mental, specific mental focus, mental state. And so when users hear our frequencies, they sound very unusual, like nothing people have tended to have heard before. Very, very different. Kind of like a very melodic, engaging series of chimes type sounds, like sparkling bubbles sort of exploding. So, pardon my cough. We're going to pump these frequencies into this device, and so it will be getting converted into a varying magnetic field. And I'm going to stick this on my head, and if the frequencies on their own are powerful enough to induce the same kinds of profound experiences that people were getting from just the helmet, and I'm using the helmet as well, I'm hoping and anticipating for something absolutely astounding and phenomenal to occur. And videos following this over a period of time. I'm just getting over a cold, so I beg your pardon. And yes, I've been using my own frequencies and supplements to get over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to document the different steps. And so the package has arrived, and in the rest of this video, I'm going to just step users through. What did we get? What does it look like? And we're going to talk about a few other simple things, and then go from there. So stay tuned. I'm going to upload these videos, and when I do, I'll make mention to our members. Also, if you want to get more specific information on what our plan is, our objectives, our goal, what we're intending to do specifically, and any more specific detail about this particular experimental project, you can check the comment section below and just find the link. There's a link right below this video. So don't go away. Stay tuned, because there's more to this coming up in this video.
Okay, so this is, I'm in the laundry room right now of my house, and I just wanted to stick this on top of the dryer, the box that everything came in, so that people could see what's inside. Todd Murphy shipped this, and the delivery time was reasonable. It cost $649 US for the purchase, and the shipping, or sorry, the taxes was about $50, so it came to a total of about $700. It was really well packed, better packed than this. I've already had the items out. This is the second attempt at this video. I'm just going to take all the items out so that people can see what we got, and for anyone that wants to explore this potentially at home, you'll have an idea as to what you get and what comes in the box and how it's shipped. I'm going to explain just what each of these items are. And some of these I've already unwrapped, so they don't look quite as tidy as they did, but it was in this box full of foam chips. And like I say, the developer, Todd Murphy, did a really good job in just preparing everything. And very prompt, like after it was ordered, yeah, he was very prompt at acknowledging the order and letting me know that it was being shipped. So let's just go over what we've got here. First off, really important, of course, is we have